Hey y'all, it is only my fourth video journal slash journey of 2019, and 2019 is nearly halfway over. Isn't that something? Can you believe that? A whole decade is almost past, and we're going to be in 2020 very soon. Anyway, I am worn out. I've been ripping and running all day. I have a migraine because I went on an inspection with my boss today to this home that someone wants to move into, and we just don't understand why anyone would want to live under those conditions. But hey, who are we to judge? But I got a headache just being in there. Like, I have a migraine still. So I'm going to take something for it again. It went away for the most part. Because I took something earlier, but yeah, it's back. So I need to rest. But I'm going to watch a movie with my princes called The Hate You Give. And I highly suggest it. It's a very powerful movie. Just to sum it up in a few words, it's very much like reality in regards to how African American people have to deal with the police. So if you think you know something about their experience and what they have to go out into the world and face on a daily basis, watch this and you may want to think again. So yeah, watch the movie. Anyway, that's not why I got on here. I got on here because I went to a full moon sisterhood gathering last night, and one of the topics that was brought up in conversation was about money. And one of our sisters mentioned that she's stingy with her money, and that seems to be kind of like a normal thing, because I used to be that way. Because I didn't have a lot to give. I'm only working part-time, so I could say that I really still don't have a lot to give. But the point is, this is what I wanted to talk about, and that is how money is a currency. And so currency is similar to the word current, and so it's supposed to flow, and if we hold on to it, that stops up the flow. So we need to let our money flow, especially if we are giving towards a cause, because the money that we give out into the universe will come back to us multiplied. And for those of us who really are just strapped for cash, it feels like, barely making ends meet, or so we tell ourselves, then that seems really hard to do. So what you can start doing first, while you're trying to overcome that mindset, is giving of your time to a cause, because that's kind of how I had to start out in giving, until I really started learning that the more you give, even monetarily, the more that comes back to you somehow. Like, I was having this conversation about a week and a half ago with one of my business partners, and I went over my budget with him because I was looking into ways to invest in my business. And in looking at my budget, he said, you don't even have enough to cover all of your bills, but somehow you found a way. And I agreed, because I don't know how I am able to, but I do know that I give when I can, and I never have to worry about having enough to pay for what I need to cover. It's just always there. I couldn't even trace it. Like, if we were to sit down, I couldn't tell you where the money comes from, but it's always there. It's always in my account. All my bills are always covered. I don't stress about money at all anymore. I treat myself to little things when I feel like it's something that I would really like, and I'm like, I deserve this. I work hard for this. And so I don't splurge. So by no means just go out and just blow your money. No. The point is give back. If you're giving for a cause, a good cause, and you're giving from the heart, the universe multiplies your deeds, whether it be money, flowing, cash flowing, currency, current, go with the flow. That's all universally based laws, I guess we can say. So if you don't have money to give your time. That is a resource. That's actually probably the most powerful resource, because all of your energy is involved in that. So if you know of an organization that you can volunteer, whatever you love to do, there's probably an organization in which you can volunteer that particular thing that you love to do to help that organization. So find things that you love to do, and in ways to give by using that skill or talent, because literally when you're doing something you love and you're giving, that energy is even stronger. And so one last thing I wanted to talk about, so as I mentioned, kind of like a universal law, we think about how things in the universe just multiply. So a seed, for instance, anything that's ever sown into the earth, so sow where you want to grow. A girl mentioned that at our event, our conference, Total Life Changes conference over the weekend. She said, sow where you want to grow. And she was speaking about business, but really this is in all aspects of life. So if you want to grow financially, then you have to sow. You have to put money out to something in order to get more back. So just like I was saying, as far as seeds go, any seed that you plant, when it sprouts, its produce, is it the size that the seed was? No, it's far larger than that seed was. It's expanded so much. So we can just give a little bit out into the universe if it's coming from our heart, and we're doing it for, with our highest and greatest good, and the highest and greatest good of all involved in our minds, and we're giving just a little bit, it comes back to us exponentially. So that could be whether, like I said, you're giving your energy to a cause. When you do good, good comes back to you exponentially. And there's so much joy and happiness in that. And so I encourage you, don't be afraid if it comes to even donating a little bit of money here and there, or especially your time, because it'll come back to you. So I'm sending out love, light, and healing energy. Ask that you pass it on. Until next time, peace. Later.